What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I'm your host, kept signing in here, and we are back with another video. Guys, I recorded this video actually earlier today. You're probably going to see this here tomorrow because my internet at work was just ass. All right, this is tell like that because just couldn't upload the video. It was going to be like hours. So by the time I got home, it still wasn't uploaded. I said, you know what, I'm just going to redo the video since I'm home and I got my better mic and all that anyways. But we want to talk about grading, guys. Grading. That's what we're going to be talking about today's video, because if you guys seen any of my live streams I've been talking about, I'm going to be setting some stuff to get graded. Obviously, I'm going to be setting the Umbreon up to get graded, right? Because, you know, that's a $1,600 card. Now, as a new collector, right, I've been looking around because I never really graded stuff, right? I've never really done that. I just had raw cards, but now I'm looking at getting graded. And obviously, a lot of folks' opinions, huge YouTubers, other folks that I've seen, the easy choice would be PSA. Everybody just says the easy choice would just go PSA. PSA is the easiest choice, right? They're going to be worth more, which is true. PSA, anything they make and touch is pretty accurately gold, especially you get like a really good grade on it, right? For me, after kind of looking at everything, looking at all the grading companies, PSA, Black Card, I think that's one of them, CGC, and a whole bunch of other ones. The reason why I'm going to be choosing, so I'm sure you see at the title of the video, Tag as the company I'm going to be grading all my cards with, and pretty much every card going forward on the channel, so is because I think they're just better at grading. Now, first of all, what makes Tag grading so much different from all these other particular companies, that Tag is technically actually a technology company, while all these other companies are grading companies. Guys, I'm a huge fan of technology. I just believe, as time advances, technology is going to advance and we should use it to our advantage. I'm a computer major in college right now, so I love technology. I use technology on a daily basis. I learn about things all the time. You can see from the progression from the channel, like how I learn how to make things look a lot better when it comes to videos. So I just think technology is amazing. So they're a technology company, so the way that they do grades is completely different compared to PSA, where a lot of PSA stuff is going to be hands-on with humans, while Tag grading, they have meticulous machinery, they have AI that does a lot of the grading, which I think is just going to be more, in my personal opinion, just looking at everything, I think this is going to be a more consistency when it comes to grading with a AI, with a computer, with a machine, than a human. It's taking the human aspect out of it. I'm not saying that these graders, a lot of them are top graders, a lot of folks have been doing this in the game for a long time, but you got to think about it. Humans can still make errors. I just feel like there'll be less errors when it comes to grading, when it comes to a AI machinery doing it that's particularly built to grade. Not only that, when you look at PSA, CZG, and all these other places, right, compared to Tag grading, right, the grading for Tag, it's so much more in depth because of the technology and the machinery they use. You could literally take any Tag grading slab that takes that front barcode, it'll take you straight to their website where that particular card is, and it'll give you so much information on that card. It is unreal how much information. It's more information than PSA and any of these other companies. I can tell you that right now. They give you scan by scans, retro scans of the card. It's insane. I've seen a video and I was like, yo, this is the future of grading right here. Like, I'm a newbie to this, but I really think this is the way to go when it comes to grading. And so far, every person that actually has tried grading, it seems to like they've liked it a lot. I've at least seen a lot of reviews on it. And I like, yes, they're the newcomer, but I'm always willing to bet my money on the newcomer in a lot of cases. And the reason why, not to say that these top guys are bad in any way, but and a lot of times I'm willing to try a newcomer compared to a bigger guy, because what tends to happen with bigger companies is that they tend to get placed. Especially bigger companies get placed. I see it every day. I work in a corporate office, and I see it at corporate companies, and it happens every single day where they get placed. And when you get placed, you don't grow as a company, you don't move as a company. I feel like Tag is growing, changing the game when it comes to grading, because the way they're doing it, the information they provide, right? Their customer service, like from what I'm hearing, are really phenomenal. Folks are willing to help you out. And in addition to that, their process for grading is also different too. I also like the way they do the process for grading. Let me take you through the grading of, tag grading. I haven't done any of my grading, so this is what I've seen. I'm going to be sending a lot of cards up here around February 5th to February 10th. I'm still collecting a couple cards I want to send up there, but that's around the time frame I'm going to send the Umbreon and all the other cards up, right, to get particularly graded. Because one, tag grading, bro, like I said, with the AI, it's just so unreal. It's just super on point with everything. In addition to that, I don't know nobody else in the game. Let's just be real. Even folks that love PSA and love all these other companies will say tag grading has the best slab in the game, and they do. They have the best looking slabs. I'm trying to have a smexy looking collection here. I want my slabs to look nice, and I really do like the type of slabs that tag grading uses. Plus, as I grade my stuff with them, I'm betting that this company is going to go up in value and their grades are going to be worth more because they're just better at grading. I'm expecting these guys to be better than the top 3 here soon. I'm willing to give them a shot just based off of what I've seen. And every person that I've even met in person that's graded with them has been super happy with them and continue to get grading on with them, as well as PSA, of course, depending, because a lot of folks do a mixture of both, right? In different companies. But ultimately, for me, I'm going to be setting most of my cards up to be getting graded with tag grading, because the process seems to be a lot just more streamlined. You go to their website, you choose what type of package you want to go ahead and get your card graded with, right? They send you out a kit, right? Because unlike PSA, you have to package all that and everything. They send you a kit to like package your card up and everything and then send it to them. All right, because they use machinery, they could do expedited shipping. Like, you could get your cards back so much quicker too, which is the amazing part, because again, you're taking the human aspect out of that. Like, I understand this, like, yes, PSA, yes, their stuff is gold. They touch it, it's gold. They're just the big dogs in the game, because to me, they just have tenure. They've been doing it longer. They have, a reputation for self. They have a name, which is great. I'm not digging on PSA. I'm new to this. I was just seeing from a third party perspective and how everybody else thinks, and so I can make my own perspective and what I want to do. And I really do think tag grading is again, I have not gotten any of my stuff up to get graded, so this is coming from a person that has not tried the service yet, but I do plan on trying the service, okay? I do plan on trying the service, and I'm going to let you know when my cards come back from the grading, right? And we're going to open up together, because another reason why I also love, like, tag grading, they just know how to make things look pretty as well. On top of that, like, every slab that comes back from you comes perfectly wrapped like it's a Pokemon card. Like, you open it up like a pack and you can see the grade, like, like, that's awesome. That it's an experience. Not only are they on point, I feel like they're on point when it comes to grading, but they're providing you a top level experience practically for the same effing price. When you look at PSA, how much it costs, and then like to tag grading, especially when it comes to premium, they're almost the same. If not, PSA, in some cases, depending how expensive the card is, could be more. Look, I am honored to be, me choosing tag grading and be setting my Umbreon up to get graded. I'm not sure if they have any Umbreon EXs that have gotten graded yet. I don't even care if my grade comes back at 9 and 8, whatever it may be. I'm happy with the card. I'm predominantly choosing these guys because I feel like they're going to do the best when it comes to grading, giving me the most detail when it comes to my card, right? They have the best slabs in the game. It looks the best. It's just so smexy. Like, every slab, like when I go to trade shows, I mainly see CDG, PSA slabs, which they're fine. That's just the standard stuff. But if I had a vendor just had like tag slabs that just look so smexy with cards I want, I'd be buying from that guy every time. And every time I go to the trade shows, I rarely see these vendors have that, because again, they're predominantly focused on PSA, which is fine. I'm going to be focused on the newcomer. I think the newcomer's just doing things that the bigger guys are not doing. And they're doing this just a lot better, more efficient as well, right? The slabs look better. Your turnaround time to get your cards back seems to be a lot better, because again, it's all automated via a machine and AI system compared to a human having to manually go through it, look through it, and all that stuff, right? The information they provide you is just so much value when it comes to information. Guys, information is power. Information is power. So For them to be able to provide that level of information is insane. And I'm not going to be sending any of my cards up. I'm not saying I'm never going to send cards up to PSA, but what I'm saying is that for the most part, tag grading is going to be the company that I send all my stuff to get graded with. I'm definitely not sending any of my stuff up to any of the other companies like CDC. Like, they got a whole scandal going on right now. That's also another reason why it triggered this video of me talking about grading, because I was really thinking about grading and I was looking into companies. They got a whole scandal going on right now. And apparently 11 months ago, they had another scandal. Like it gets to the point where these big companies, it's like, yo, I don't know what they're doing, but I'm not saying that PSA is doing anything shady, by the way, because I'm just talking about the scandal that's happening with these guys. Now I'm talking about PSA. Look, the whole point of it is that the top guys are cool. I think there's a grading, company for everybody. Just how this great. That's the whole point. It's great to have options. You don't want to have a monopoly. It's great to have options, right? Obviously, if you're a person that loves care about value and how much the car is going to be worth and all that, you probably want to go PSA, right? Because currently they still are the top dogs. I'm not going to take their flowers away from that. They still top dogs. Whatever they touch is still gold, right? So if you care about value, that's the way to go. I'm going to bet my bets on the newcomer and their stuff going up and being worth a lot more, because they just got the better looking slab. They just got, I feel like the way their process has been mainstream enough to is just a lot better, right? The information is on a particular point, right? And for me, right, if I never sell any of my personal slab collection, that's fine. I'm mainly sending my cards to get slapped, not for me to even sell. This is for me, just for my own personal collection. And who's to say down the line, if you want to get value, if the card grades, let's say a 9 or a 10, and it looks good with like tag grading, you really want a PSA 10, well, you know that the grading with tag grading is really great. So take it out of the slab, send it, resubmit it up to PSA. People do all the time. There's people that reverse do it. There's people that send cards up to PSA, right? They don't get the grade that they want, and they know it should be a lot better grade, and there's not as much information as PSA. Then they take it out of this lab. Then they're going to send it up to a place like tag grading. They get so much more information, and a lot of times they move up in grading. I've seen it. Sometimes it goes down, but the majority of the time, a lot of it goes up, because PSA grading is rough. It is so rough. It is unreal. I've seen people talk about like how, I swear, man, this card should have been a 9. This card should have been a 10. It should have been more, right? It should have been more. And when I be looking at some of these cards, I'm like, I'm not like I got an eye for this. Like, I know what the heck I'm going on. But when you look at a card, you could generally tell when a card is like on. Like, I pulled a hyper rare Pikachu, man, on stream. When I saw that card, I was like, yo, I don't know nothing about grading, but this card looks perfect. Perfect, bro. And every person I show that card to looks perfect. That card right now is getting ready to get sent up to PSA. That card, I'm going to go ahead and see how that goes. That was kind of more of an experiment. Plus, the card itself, I kind of just gave to my friend. And we're kind of see, I told him, look, if the card doesn't come back how I want it to, then, you know, it's all his, right? But if not, then obviously I'm going to buy it back from him. I mean, I don't really care too much about the Pikachu card. I go always get another one, right? But my Umbreon and everything else, like, that's getting sent up to tag grading. I want as much information on that card as I can. All my cards are going to be sent up there. They got the best system when it comes to grading. If you're a Japanese card person who loves Japanese card, tag grading is the way to go. Almost every Japanese card that goes to tag grading almost gets a 9 or a 10, because Japanese quality is just generally better, and they know that. And when the machine looks through all this stuff and does all the scans, it could tell that, hey, it's a really good card, because Japanese stuff is great. If you look at all the tag videos with Japanese cards getting graded, it generally comes back a 9 or a 10. That's what I want. I want nice, good looking cards and a beautiful slab that I can hang up and show up. And if I want to sell, I can sell. And of course, the more people that invest into tag grading, the better. I'm not sponsored by them, by the way. I'm not sure if I said that yet, but I'm not sponsored by these guys in any way, shape, or form. I just think that this is just the way the company's going to go. So I'm making my video on it, my opinions on it, and then I'm going to go ahead and record my experience off to you guys so you guys can get opinions on it. Maybe my opinion would change after I actually get my stuff graded. Maybe it won't be as good experience, but so far, from what I've seen, this is the company to go. And I've seen a lot of stuff from these other companies. Nothing excited me other than like tag grading. Like, every time I like think about sending a card up to get graded now, right? I set it up to get graded now, and I'm putting like a whole, because I'm going to get like 20 cards graded all at once. about putting my bulk in to get sent into grade, I get excited. I'm like, man, I can't wait to get back in this amazing slab. It's going to have this all the information I need on it. And that's what I love, because for me, I'm an information guy. If I ever sell these particular slabs, I could speak on the quality of these cards, right? And why they graded this and why they should sell at this price, because that information is going to come in handy. Information is power. Literally, information is power. The more information you have, the better. Literally, I don't know jack about a lot of stuff, but I can definitely learn about it. It doesn't take a lot more to just a Google search. You can read through Reddit forums, get different opinions. Like I said, build your own opinion. This is just what I think and what I've seen, but build your own opinion on it. I really do think tag rating is the way to go. Tag, if you're watching this video, let me know. Let's do an affiliate thing. I'll blast your stuff up for my stuff, man, because I love your stuff so far. And if everything goes great with my Umbreon and all my other cards I sent up to you, that's phenomenal. That's phenomenal. That's what I want. That's what I want. Plus, like I said, best slabs in the game, man. Best slabs in the game. Let's just be real. Ain't nobody has better slabs than them. You think they do? I don't know what world you live in. They're clear slabs that have stuff that's just perfectly engraved in it. It just looks beautiful, bro. No this extra border, white bullet, gold border stuff to try to make it look cool. It just looks old, bro. It just looks old. No, this is the way when it comes to particulars on the grade. I'm going to send all my stuff upgrade with them. But other than that, y'all, that's pretty much it for today's video. I appreciate y'all. You made it this far to the video. More streams will be coming out near the weekend, guys. We're going to do more stuff here. I appreciate y'all watching. I know I've been kind of behind on a lot of stuff here, but I've just been super busy when it comes to, again, work in college. So videos and streams might not be crazy consistent, you know, as much on the channel, but there's still going to be content at least once a week for y'all, right? And in addition to that, there too, I'm making moves out here to make sure I could get stuff up. Website's still a little bit delayed, but the good news is I finally locked in on a name. Now I'm locking on a logo, and then at that point we'll launch everything up. You guys will be able to take a look at that. In addition to that, there too, I won't be sending none of my cards up to get graded again until close to February 5th, February 10th. Around that particular point in time too, up until that point in time here too, if you guys want to see my Umbreon card, I actually have it set up at display at my buddy's card shop, the Terribly Weird shop there. I think he's closed this week, but whenever he's open, you guys can look, just Google it, shop up. I also have down in the description. You guys want to look at that card, you're welcome to go there and look at that card. But other than that, that's pretty much it. I appreciate y'all for coming on by. Peace out. I'm out of here.